But yeah, it's just that was all like before 18, you know, because after 18, you know, I challenged Koo. I was like, let's go, I'm ready now.
Yeah.
But he was just like, get Amy back to you.
I can even play now. Like, I think it was during high school where, because, man, I remember when I was younger, I always had hops. I was short, but I had hops. And then we would, I remember we were playing Tinyana. What was it? Chinese jump rope?
Yeah.
And we were playing paper, rock, scissors, and I won. So I got to go first. And I was going and doing like, I was on heads. And right when I went, I sprained my ankle so bad. From that day on, it was never the same anymore. I was like...
And she's the first one. No one can go
yeah,
now.
no one couldn't play anymore. I was like, oh,
She's hurt. She can't stand. And she can't hold it.
yeah. Yeah, so no one didn't get to play anymore. I ruined it for everyone. But I didn't care. My ankle hurt. It was like swollen, but after that, it was never the same. And then I would play sports, and I had to be very careful. Shoot, now I walk and I will sprain my ankle out of thin air. It's crazy. But like, yeah, so like whenever we play sports, I'm kind of like, oh, I want to play. I really want to play, but I was like, I better not. Because it takes a long time to recover now since we're older.
I was telling her that if she plays sports next time, we have to tape her up.
Yeah.
Every joint, ankle, knees, all of a sudden she's different.
No, it's just my ankle.
It's like a freaking mummy playing.
Yeah, that's how I am. I stretch and everything like freaking pro players, you know.
Yeah.
That's just to play like a freaking family game.
Play guitar.
Let me warm my wrist to the roll.
I actually had to do that. I'll be like, okay, guys, let's play. Okay.
And like since we're like after 18 now, you know, since we're a little bit smarter, more mature, and play sports, you know, I don't think we have that chance to actually like compete like
At all.
at a level where you know, it's no more favors. I've always wanted to challenge Amy again, but now I'm like, I'll smoke her.
I think that's how long you've been gone.
Yeah, but that is how long I'm big on.
Yeah, because like even even though we were older, there was Darren, Ryan, Ariel, so they were like, you know, getting older so they can play football and stuff like that. So we're always like, yeah, let's go play.
Yeah.
But we can only go play Miss Shaw's family goals, you know?
Yeah.
Because it's like there's not enough of us. So
Yeah, they have half the team.
yeah, so we even still played with them too and stuff like that, which is kind of funny because we don't even pass it to them. We just, us old adults, we're just playing by ourselves.
Yeah.
But like I was playing a lot of sports too when I was out, just because with Peter, because he does play a lot of volleyball, so we just like played that, got real good at it. But then after a while too, you know, I was like, this isn't for me. It's not as like I wasn't like really athletic, that's why. And then I always got injured, so you know, you're an injury prone player, you just stay on the sidelines. You're a sub.
Right, that's how I feel I am now. It's like I don't play until one is really out, and they're like, "Oh, we need another player." I was like, "Okay, I'll play." I was like, I have to be very careful. I'm like barely walking, making sure I don't sprain my ankle.
Guys, I just gotta shoot where I'm at.
It's sad now, man. It's like I just can't play. It's like as much as I really want to play any sports. Whenever you guys are playing basketball or volleyball, no, I won't play volleyball. I will never play volleyball. I cannot play that game, but. Yeah, like when we play any sports, it's like I don't mind kind of like being on the sideline.
Yeah.
As much as I want to play, I have to try to like be okay with being on the sideline because, for one, all my kids are the little ones where I have to watch them. I was like, damn, that's not fair.
Yeah.
But it's like I was so afraid of getting hurt, so.
I mean, like nowadays, you know, like if I didn't have my gout, shit, I'm down to play. You know,
Yeah.
like we play basketball and stuff. I'm not too good at it because I don't play it.
Yeah.
But then we play volleyball. Shit, I'll be out there for like hours. You know,
Yeah.
just like cramping up, drinking water. Let's go, guys. Come on.
I don't know why, but volleyball is so hard for me.
That's just because you didn't play it.
Yeah,
though.
you didn't play.
Yeah,
like-
I
If you play,
hate
it's-
that. I think that's like one of the worst sports. Like, I'd rather play baseball. I'd rather play that.
Because we used to play that.
Yeah,
Would you rather play soccer or volleyball?
Yeah, I'd rather play soccer.
No.
yeah, you're more
I would do
athletic. That's
volleyball.
why. Volleyball
No,
takes less.
I'd rather play soccer because like that was more like you gotta run fast. You know? And then now that I'm older, I'm like, no, I can't, because like you don't see those potholes, or you don't see those little what is it, gopher holes? Yeah, I was like, I'm afraid.
Just the plants like a little bit higher.
I know. I was like, woo, chaya. I know. But
I think maybe it's because we play sports with Sai, and volleyball is not a sport that Sai plays.
thank goodness.
No, actually, I started playing volleyball because Ty played it. She was the one teaching me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's at first it was Peter, but
Sai?
yeah, it was
Aren't Ty?
Yes, Ty. She's I mean, she wasn't the best, but she did know how to play, so she taught me the basics.
Yeah.
And then I didn't have Peter to teach me because he was just like in and out. Sometimes I'll go play with the friends, but it's just they're such a higher level than me, and I'm just like a noob,
Yeah.
And they didn't teach me how to play. They were just like, "Hey, watch us play.
Take notes.
Be scorekeeper.
You gotta shack balls. You can't even watch. You just get the balls." But then Tayo, she was the one who taught me how to play, even though she wasn't like as competitive. But with Ty too, we did play like bounce volleyball, a little safer sports.
Yeah. See, I don't mind playing that one.
Yeah, no,
That's pretty fun.
Sai,
That was pretty fun.
Sai, I think Sai and Ku, we always play sports because
And Ray actually, I remember like Ray's always playing
tennis.
too.
Yeah,
Tennis?
No, he'll play tennis. He'll
He plays
play.
everything.
He plays
Ray plays
everything.
everything.
Like I said, he's always taking his
No,
smoke
I know,
break.
but
I remember
he's
when,
always I feel like growing up, I remember playing most sports. The person that initiates it to play and stuff like that is Ku and Ty.
No. So Ray was more when he had the apartments. He
Yeah,
always
well,
had-
yeah, because he lived there, so he had like the place that had tennis
court.
lights.
Yeah.
So,
And then like other than that, then he's always like out doing stupid things.
yeah, that's why I said that. That's why it's more of Ty and what's the name, Ku, because
Yeah.
even afterwards, we're like I think I was in high school or something. In the summer when we would stay in Ty's house, we'll play tennis. We'll always have a routine where we'll play tennis, and then go rent a movie, and then eat nachos and just hang out and stuff like
Yeah.
that. So it was always like that was a ritual. We did that we did that every day in the summer. Stuff like that. So that's why I said like Ty was always like sports and stuff sports. She always wants to play sports and stuff like that. But I think like now that we're older and we have a kid now, that is like we can't do those things anymore. Cause like I like before having August, I was always the aunt to where I did everything. Amy then will always like tag me in for me to just take her kids or whatever, because like what she said, she always has one that she has to take care of or whatever,
Yeah.
But now that we have kids, it's like no, can't do that.
no one
anymore.
can play no
Yeah.
more. And these damn kids are too small.
But see, I still got that little kid mindset. I'm not a little kid mindset, but like I still have that like my little kid heart,
Yeah.
So I like playing with them.
Yeah.
Like you guys yell at them for these little things, but I'm like, no, it's okay. You
Yeah.
gotta be nice. Like, I'll give you something and try to like trick them because
Yep.
they're not smarter than me. I can outsmart them.
I know, like August, like when he's really mad, I'll say, August, or I say something to August, he'll like, no. And then I'll say, yes. And then I try to change it up so he thinks it's a game now, and then he's happy again.
Yeah.
Or I'll be like, I was like, really? And then I'll pretend like I will hit him. And then I was like, no, you're supposed to run the other way. And then he was like, kind of like, what the hell? Then he was, oh, okay. And then he start trying to play. So it changes his mind real quick to stop being mad. Because like what you're saying is like, we're smarter than the kids, so we got to play their game. But with mine, it's like, I do that with allies, but then when it comes to my kids, I'm like more tough. I'm like, you better start crying before you get your book in. Remember when he came, he was crying, and I came home, I was like, Connor, get your ass up right now. You better start crying before I beat your ass up.
Yeah, and I see that too because it's like I said, since I don't have the little version of me yet, and you guys have it, I see it because that's what I remember.
Yeah.
And the years that I've been gone, I feel like I missed that part of you guys, So it's like it's almost like you guys grew, and then we all came back, because like it was a long time that I've been gone, huh? Since 2010, so like 12 years.
I didn't even realize how
And you
long
guys
it
just
was.
meet up like sparingly, like here and there.
Not even like
Yeah.
like
I feel like we didn't really.
Very
if
every
it
couple
was
of years.
Yeah.
it was like like the funeral or like a really big event, then you guys will come in town. But
Yeah.
not even It's not like a once a year thing.
'Cause
It's
the first
like
time-
a couple of years.
Yeah, the first time I came back was when Uncle Smokes passed away. That was when I graduated college. I just got my car, boom, me and Peter, it's like, let's do it, let's drive it, drive it all the way to California for the funeral. Even at the funeral too, we were still fixing cars at the funeral,
What the hell?
Yeah, it was like his Uncle Smoke's in-laws, and they had issues, and I was like, let's fucking do it, just, we're already here anyway, we're just chit-chatting, I got tools in my car, and then we just busted out. But like then the next so that was like 2012
12, I think.
yeah, so like 2 years passed, and then I came back in town. That's what 2012, and went back. Then I didn't come back in town until 2015 or 15 for my my best friend's wedding, and that was like another 2 years, and you guys only saw me like that one time, or just a short trip, and then after that you didn't see me until like
Dad's funeral.
yeah, so it was like
Damn.
within that time I only came and visited like
2, 3
two
times.
3 times, like once every couple of years.
Within
Yeah.
like what, 6 years?
So it was like, for me, I missed everything. I don't know what happened. I was just like in my own world, and I just assumed you guys were okay.
Yeah. I think all of us were like that. Like I was saying, that Johnny lived in Sacramento and he's always lived so close, but I never went to go visit him until now. It's like, and it's almost like I can't. And then back then I used like the girls, we used to be like, Johnny and them never come and visit us and blah, blah. But then I thought about it for a very long time. I was like, why do we keep saying that? We need to do the same thing too. We need to be, hey, stop it. We needed to go visit too. It's not a one-way relationship, like I need to go visit also. So that's why I start thinking like, no, I need to stop being mad at Johnny for not coming to hang out with us or whatever, because we don't go and do that too. So that's why like last year I was saying to Boz, like, we have to go visit. We need to go spend some time with Johnny, and we need to go spend time with you guys. That's why like after when we did like our early Thanksgiving in Denver,
Yeah.
that's why we took a whole week off and just to go and hang out with you guys.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Because I was like telling Boz, like, family, we need to do that. And I'm always still so blessed to have Bob, because I feel like because he's so supportive of me, like when I wanted to spend more time with my family, he was always on board with that. He never like stopped me from doing that. So because he never stopped and he always supported me on doing that, then just spending time with you guys or stuff like that, I was always able to do that. I didn't have someone to stop me. Like with Darren's dad, I remember when I was married,
We never saw you.
Yeah, I couldn't come by and visit. I remember when my dad said, "Hey, we're gonna do your birthday, like me and Ty and Daniel's birthday," and we were on his way, and then Darren's dad got upset, and then he U-turned, and we never even went to my birthday party. I was like, "That's all fucked up." But like I was saying, like, and he's always like talking down on my family. He's always never had anything good to say, and like kept me away from my family, and then. So that's why, like, when I left him, and then when me and Bobby got into a relationship, I was trying to make sure that he wasn't going to do that. That he was going to love me for who I am, and he was going to love my family and support me in that way, because I wasn't going to let another person keep my family away. And then, like, Bob, he just fits so perfect. Like I said, like he's always been there. Like, when
You look like Connor right now.
like when I had to take in my dad, Bob was so supportive about it. I was like shocked, because I was like, shit, if your mom needed to take it, I probably wouldn't do it.
Hey, careful! This is gonna live right YouTube.
Oh, do I need to say more clear? I'm sorry. But yeah, just stuff like that. And like even with the family, like with the family, he's always like sorry, I'm just changing the subject a little bit, but like he's always been so supportive. Like Like I remember back then we made a deal where I said that, okay, so when you are with your family, I'll let you go and hang out with your family, but then when it's my family, you gotta like watch the kids and I will hang out with my family.
Yeah.
And then but then he got so used to and he loved our family so much where he's like, no, I want time with your family too. Like that's my family now. I was like, we were like fighting to like see who's gonna watch the kids.
Yeah.
Cause like playing guitar, like I was like, "Boy, you gotta watch him, okay? Let me hang out with my brothers and sisters."
No, that's good though, because I like that support. Because
Yeah.
then at least your spouse is on the same page.
Yeah.
Because like I felt like your, my nephew's dad. You know, it's he's like, he wasn't. He didn't really even do stuff with us. You know, like even though we go play sports, sometimes like sometimes he'll come out, but like.
I think he probably came out like once.
I think it was only like because we're at Central. That's all.
Yeah.
But it was just like it didn't have that connection, And then like Bob right away, he was just like brother to me,
Yeah.
I was like, oh, now I have an older brother.
Yeah.
That's a boy.
Yeah. I was your older brother too.
Yeah, but you picked on me. I couldn't,
I know, right?
And then just like stuff like that, because like it felt like it was meant to be. Because the whole time that I wasn't in Fresno, I felt like I gave up on you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Kaylee, you want to talk to your father?
Just outside.
Oh.
Oh, just you can answer and then I'll just give it to her.
I didn't press the 5. I didn't press it yet. But yeah, before the 18, I felt like family was a big thing, but because we were together so much, I felt like after I turned 18, I was like, well, I already spent 18 years with my family. I want to spend the rest with friends. Mm-hmm. But then, time goes by, you realize like friends aren't like. I still have like true best friends and stuff too, but then. There's only a select few.
Select.
Yeah. And then, well, family, after all this time, come back, it's still like we can reconnect right away. Mm-hmm. It's like, even though personalities change, mindsets change, we can still connect.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's how I was with my best friend, too. I just also came back. He was like part of my external family or something, like almost like a brother or something.
Yeah.
But then we were able to just connect like that, like instantly, even though we had like bad things that happened before. Like I was always jealous of Amy because she was more athletic, But then even now I'm like, I'll take you on any day. Bro.
I gotta see this.
Let me hit your gut.
Give me the gloves.
I gotta see this rivalry.
Armor on that shit.
I think once you come back and you're in better, your knees better. I want to see this. I don't know, basketball or something.
No, I'm fat now. I can do nothing.
Hey.
Yeah, I can do it. I've been training for 12 years in the mountains.
In the mountains. High elevation.
Yeah, that's what I told Koo too, because I always basically said like, I'm a little more athletic now and I want to compete. Because like Koo, it sucks because he's the older brother and he chooses a sister over you. It's like
that is upsetting.
For the longest time, I'm just like I freaking hate Amy. Like what do you have that I don't have? But
speed. I was like speed.
Just
being
more
blown by.
athleticism. But now she's got kids. I got to take advantage of it. Be like, oh yeah, you're going down. Talk shit to all your kids.
What there, Connor? You want it cold?
No, I want it hot.
So like
kind of
going.
Yeah, like I said, I wish I would have known that family's way more important than friends, and that no matter what, you're stuck with family.
Yeah.
It's like, what we had with our friends and stuff like that. Like, yeah, that was a good thing too. I think I just would want to focus more on my family versus like friends all the time.
Yeah.
As like what we did when we were younger. Because
Yeah.
even though, well, when I was 18, I think I was kind of getting out of that phase and stuff like that. But I didn't move into family. But, it was just, now it's like, yeah, my friends has helped me in certain ways. And, there's, I'm still really good friends with some of them. But it's just, my family is just like, it's just like now knowing what like we went through, that's just like, you just wish that you can, go back to spend more time with them and to see things differently or whatever. Because who knows? It's like what you guys said. Where who knows? Where maybe things would have been different for all of us if we would have listened or spent more time with, let's say, Koo or things like that. You know?
Yeah, even with Ku's situation too, when he told us he had cancer, I was thinking, this guy's full of shit. I just like, maybe he just wants attention. Find an excuse to not have to spend the extra effort to be there. And then it's like real bad now because I look at it, I'm just like, oh shit, dude. I should have just spent all that time I could, but then I didn't, because I was too focused on myself and not about family. Because like now I realize that family can even help you to focus instead of you doing it on your own.
Yep. I know, like, you're right. Like, when it came with Koo, when he told us about cancer, we didn't know what that was. So it's almost like when he told us, we were all sad. But then after that, it was done. Because we're kind of like, we didn't see it. We didn't see him change and stuff like that. But until like, when I start seeing change, and I was like, oh, shit, this is real. But then I was still like, I still got more time to do other things. And then I'll come when I can. And that's what I did wrong. It's like I should have spent as much time as I can. And it's sad that we did that towards the end of his time where he couldn't do much anymore. But I'm just glad that we did. And what was awesome about it is that when what is it? I think when he told us that his chemo wasn't going to, like, he couldn't continue chemo anymore. Yeah. We just said, we're going to come. We're going to come and visit him at this time. Whoever can come. And next thing you know, like, it was like the whole family came. And that was awesome, And then, like, even after that, we just kept going. And that was awesome because it just shows how we start seeing that this family is so important. We just don't waste any more time, Like, if anybody can make it. And honestly, you should make time. And I felt like there were some families that didn't do that. They didn't make the time. And it sucks because, like, family is so important. And it took me a long time. So, like I said, when Koo, it just started hitting me hard. And I was like, no, I'm not going to waste any more time anymore. And I remember when I really wanted to go visit. And I think you went that weekend. And then I was telling Balls, like, let's go to Vegas. After Vegas trip, like, when we went to go see BTS, I wanted to go straight to go and just be with Koo. And then Ball wasn't, he was like, kumukuhan. And I didn't want to go by myself because I was so, like, I was still, like, just so sad about everything. So I was so upset with Ball because he didn't, like, support me and go with me. Or, because I wanted to take the whole family with me to go because I think that was, like, spring break too.
Yeah.
And then, like, and then I was like, I'm gonna tell you right. I was like yelling. I was like, if my brother passed away, I'm gonna be so mad at you. I'll never forgive you. And then that following weekend we went, and then that was when
I think it was a weekend. You came back Sunday. You went, I think, Monday or Tuesday.
Yeah, we went within the next day or two.
Yeah.
You didn't even unpack.
Yeah. No, but I'm saying that weekend, like, we spent with him, and then a couple days after that, he passed away. But I was like,
No,
It's all there.
No,
we went back like 3 times.
Yeah.
Before we passed.
Yeah, because you went the time that you went, and then later on Tsai went. Same time as you guys did, but she came after you guys, and then you came back,
and then we
went,
and then we went again by ourselves.
No.
Didn't we go again by ourselves?
No.
Yeah, they did.
No.
I think
the last time was with us.
Oh yeah, okay. Because I went 4 times before he passed. Because it was back to back. I basically went right after work, and then come back and go straight to work.
Mm-hmm. I remember that.
We went. They went your last 2.
I think I went like.
Yeah, maybe.
Your last 2.
I think we went like 2 or 3 times. I went with Ty, and then I think I went where
we went with Angela. I thought there was a time we went by ourselves too.
Yeah, I think
the time that you went by yourself, you're probably thinking you went by yourself is because you went like 2-3 days by yourself first, and then Ty came for 1 day that you guys spent together, and then you guys came home and she spent another like day there. So maybe that's why you think you went by yourself, because you didn't travel with Ty.
So how many times you guys remember seeing me up there?
I thought it was 3 times.
So I think it was 2 times.
Yeah.
It
So
was
it's part
with Ty
Uh-huh.
and then
And then
Angela.
with me.
Okay, it's
yeah.
probably 2 times then.
Because like the the first time was with Ty, because you guys were like, hey, we're gonna be through Denver, we're gonna go up there. I was like, oh shit, I'm gonna go too then,
Yep.
And then after that, I was like, look at, I'm just gonna go.
Yeah,
next week
I
too.
remember you did go every
Yeah,
weekend after
'cause
that.
My mind, I already knew. You know, I was like, I already fucked up. I had to capitalize the time that I have left, and then it could be the next day. You know, who knows? It's
Yeah.
like, if I mean, I should have really just freaking took time off, but you know, I was still like worried about bills, so I was like, I could come during the weekend. I just get rid of my weekends and spend time with you on my weekends. You know.
I just wish that we went when he was still able to do things, you know. But you know, it's better than nothing. And I don't know. Even though like the last time it was still really good to me, you know. Like even though he wasn't really talking, I was able to talk to him, and you know, it was really good.
He was still able to like joke around, throw some jabs
Yeah.
in sometimes.
Yeah,
and,
but I
you know.
still want to challenge that fool. I already told him like, hey, get
I
in your
bet you he
car.
would
We're gonna
too.
do a race right now.
Yeah, I
So-
know. I told him, I was telling him, like, I always tell him, I was like, hey, you better get better because I'm going to beat you in football. I have a chance now. I'm going to take you at your weakest.
But yeah, it took me a while to understand that, and you know, I always thought it was just like a for fake, or you know, like once they go, then it doesn't matter anymore. But no, it hits me harder. You know?
Yeah. I honestly did not think it was going to hit me. Like, before he even got really sick, I had like constant dreams about him where I'm always visiting him, and I'm always, visiting him, and then and stuff like that in my dreams. And then so I remember I asked Shaman to like, Bashayan, what does that mean? And then she was like, you're visiting him like spiritually, kind of like that. And I was like, and they're like, it's because you miss him a lot. And I was like, oh, okay, I guess, I don't know, like I feel fine, you know. But I don't know, like his passing really hit me hard, and I don't know, I feel like it hit me harder than my dad's.
Yeah, it did. Me too. You know, because
Yeah.
like my dad's, you know, for some reason I wasn't so sad because maybe I was always mad at him, or I felt like we always had this like grudge against each other because
Yeah.
my dad is evil, man. I swear. that fool blamed me not visiting him, and then
Yep.
I'm just like, you know, I haven't left yet. Never left Colorado yet. You know, he's just like, you freaking don't like me or something, you know. But then when he passed, and I was just kind of shrugged it off, like, damn, there goes that era. I just kind of missed it. I didn't care too much because me and my dad weren't too close. You
Yeah.
know? And then I know that you were a little closer to my dad because you were basically watching him. Then I
Yeah.
felt that sorrow, and then I started to feel guilty. But then, you know, it kind of like just went away because,
Yeah.
you know, it's you don't want to feel sad, so you just kind of hide it.
Yeah.
And then with Koo, you know, I didn't want it to get to that stage, so I was like, maybe I was, because at the meantime I was still working on his car, so I was trying to get it done real quick as fast as I can, so I can like have him enjoy it. But because like I was fighting against time, and I was losing help too, because Daniel was nowhere to be around,
Yeah.
even though he lives in like the same state. You know, it just Peter was leaving to Oklahoma, and you guys are too far, so it was just all me. I had to like jump on his stuff to try to finish it, and like the same time, you know, like because I had to finish it, I still had like other stuff to do too. So it was a lot of stress on me. And then every time I talk to him, the only thing Koo does is just lecture me still. So I'm just like, dude, I'm trying to get your shit done, and why are you like yelling at me, you know? And then for like other stuff too, I'm just like, I just had that hate almost. And then, you know, I get it now, but then at the time, you know, I was just like, because I even called you too, I think so, and I was just
Yeah.
like, you know, I'm freaking fed up with this. I'm so stressed out about this stupid bullshit, you know, like I wouldn't even care anymore. But then now I'm just like, I just didn't have time. And like at the end, I already knew, so I was just like, I have to do what I can to try to keep his memories, or like, you know, pass his legacy. And that's why I asked Angela and them too. I was like, hey, you guys want to? I'll pay for your stuff, you know, like just make some time to go to spend with him.
Yeah.
Because once he's gone, his knowledge and everything is gone too.
Yeah.
Or even his wisdom, you know. And even after that, I was still like, I have to keep his legacy going.
Yeah. Yeah, that's how I feel too. That Sorry.
That's all right.
That's how I feel with Koo now that I feel like he always was trying to get us together and being together, and then I didn't realize it, and then I guess it's kind of like what you're saying, that now that he's gone, I want to keep his legacy, and I want to continue still working on our family, and just not just only our family too, but I start to learn that learn how to love everybody, and like I said, like just being around you guys, the brothers, like you guys taught me to salute like my aunties and uncles.
Yeah.
Because I remember, you know, for whatever reason, we always had that tension between like the uncles and stuff, right? The aunties and uncles. But then I remember when Poma would explain the stories how you guys love her so much, and you guys helped her. And I remember I asked you guys like, why'd you guys help her? Like I thought like they're like the enemy, you know?
Yeah.
They're the enemy. You're not supposed to like them. They're like, because they don't care for us. Why do you even want to like love them, you know? And then, but you guys are so kind. Your heart is so like, your hearts are so pure. Like you and Peter. So it taught me to be like, you know, I want to be like that. Even though you're like you gotta do well. And then just like with Koo, like even though he always like trying to push us to go to Genghis' house and all that, and I was like, oh, I don't want to. I'm so lazy. I don't want to do any of that. Or like I have my weekends. I don't want to go to gatherings and stuff. But I start to see why. You know, like we all gotta learn how to love each other again, and not just only with my immediate family, but just everyone. And we want to stop the hate that everybody had with each other, because like maybe we're all different little families, you know, and like I feel like, I don't know if anybody wants to admit to it, but I just felt like there was so much tensions between the aunties and uncles and then their kids. And like I used to talk to Alicia and them or whatever, but then now I just don't even talk to them. I don't even care for them. But now that Koo passed away, I'm kind of like, oh, I remember, now I know why he wanted us to, like, we're supposed to be a family and love each other. And I want to be able to do that. And I want to like start loving people again. And like I said, just with you guys loved them no matter what too. Like you guys didn't like let the tensions, or you didn't let whatever the Ninglo was saying, like, you know, they're like the younger, they're like the I don't know, the stepmom's kids or whatever. I don't know. You guys didn't let that get in the way. And I was like, you know, that's how it's supposed to be. So that's why it's like I looked up to you guys, Koo and them, and then like Johnny and them too, how you guys just didn't let those little things stop you guys from being good people.
Yeah.
You know? And Koo did that a lot too. So
I think a lot of it had to do with our mom, you know, because I think she was the one that was supposed to teach us, but because we missed that, we lost that guidance, you know. That's how I feel about the, you know, I wish I would have known that before I was 18, because like, you know, for the longest time, even like after that, I remember Koon, and they came and lived with us like on Hayes too, but then we're still way too young, and we still just want to have fun, you know.
Yep.
And then so we didn't learn to love each other. We actually learned to hate each other more, because now we're like competing with each other, you know.
Because Koo always pick Amy.
Yeah.
When did Koo leave California?
I think he left in I think it was like 2000. I think Isaac was.
I think when he lived with us, I think he only lived with us at Hayes. I think I don't even think it was a year. I can't remember.
I think it was because I remember we used to watch a lot of Dragon Ball Z. He finished the season, so it has to be at least like 6 months or longer. Or
Cause Derek was going to school with me, and I don't think he went to 4th grade with me. You know,
what? That means I was in 5th grade.
me and Derek were in 3rd grade when they lived with us.
Oh yeah, I am
Yeah.
2 grades over.
Yeah.
What the hell? Your math's all wrong. I'm only a year older.
Yeah.
Younger.
Yeah, so so we were in 3rd grade together, and when I went to 4th grade, I think he already left. So that
can't
means
remember.
they weren't there that long.
Yeah, but it was like right after Mom passed away though, because then Koo decided to like just stay back. And, you know, for us, we're already like, oh, you know, Koo's just gonna lecture us all the time. You know, so we always had that mentality. There was like no love. It was just like, when are we gonna get lectured?
Yep.
Just
Yeah,
get ready for the lecture, guys. Get a single file line.
I know. But you know, like ever since Dad's passing, then when Koo came back, I was like, I wonder how this is gonna be, because you know, like what we say, he's always gonna lecture us.
Yeah.
But I that was like one of the best things that happened, because I grew such a great relationship with them. Fix it.
She tried so hard not to hit it. She hit it.
Yeah. So it's like during that time, you know, I missed so much. Like he got to spend time with like your family, like you guys,
Evelyn.
and all those little kids, and like even ends on them too. You know.
Yeah.
I see them. I'm just like this is not the Koo I know. You know what's going
right?
on. You know?
It was like that. It's exactly like that, because. Like I said, like I was saying, like exactly like what you said. It's like, what? This is not the Koo we know. And then like when he came back, it's like, I was like, man, I love being around him. Like we would have talks, and I just enjoy being around Koo and Yaku and like I don't think they lived here that long. I don't know how long they lived here. Maybe a year and a half.
Yeah,
but
'cause they were in Sacramento too, and then Fresno too, right?
Yeah,
Clovis.
and Clovis, yeah. So, but I loved it. It was really good. Like when like I spent a lot of time with them, and then I just love being around him, because like I said, that's when I start realizing how important family was.
I felt like Koo, we didn't get that special bond until after he was like had cancer already, and then like. You know, even then too, he still wanted to do so much stuff for like all these other people, and myself as being a selfish person. You know, I was telling him like, don't you want to do other stuff? You know, instead of like always trying to make other people happy.
Yeah.
But at the same time, the type of person he was just like, no, I feel better helping others than helping myself first. You know, and then I always thought like, how does that make sense? Like. Worry about yourself first and then other people after, right? But no, that's not the person he was, you know. He was more like help others and I'll just take whatever I can get later.
Yeah.
But it was hard for me. It took me too long to realize things, you know.
Yeah.
It's never too late.
Well, yeah, that's why we're making changes now, you know.
Yeah.
So that's why everything's changed my mind. I see like, you know, our grudges with other people, but we always like, oh well, you know, just learn from your mistakes, you know.
Yep.
But then don't like hold it against them, because it's not gonna get you nowhere.
Yep.
And like even like stuff now too, where I really just want to reconnect with my family, and then the cousins and stuff, they could come after, because
Yeah.
you know, at least our family bond's got to be strong enough for me to start accepting other people.
Yeah.
Because I know like there's a lot of our cousins too that help us a lot, but we just didn't know too. The same thing, we're too immature, you know.
That's true.
Like ends on them, they had been there for us for a very long time. And then they were like closer to Koo's age too, you know. So it's better connection. But for us, we're just like, oh yeah, they're another group that just lectures us, you know.
Yeah. Right. I know.
But
Damn, these people always want to lecture us only. Yeah, I remember when we went to go to to Nya Johnny's parents' house, and he lectured us. Back then, back then we'd be like, oh, another person lecturing us. But now I'm like, ooh, I like these lectures. It's like now I appreciate it more.
Yeah.
You know, appreciate these OGs lectures, or just anybody's lecture now, because they really are looking out for you, or they're just giving you some wise information.
yeah, I wish like we would have known to start recording these stuff when we're younger. Because like even like whether it's pictures or videos or just words or wisdom or just people's personality, just to record it before we're 18,
Yep,
'cause,
that goes a long way.
yeah,
Memories right there.
Yep, like that's one of the reasons why we started this podcast, is because even though like yes, we actually had like a topic that we kind of want to stick with, but I love how we are able to just talk and just enjoying each other's company and just can talk about anything, and that's what makes it good. And like even no one ever listens to it, it doesn't matter, because now we have it forever.
Yeah.
So we'll always have memories recorded,
Yeah, now we know that you can't lie. And I was like, hey, I heard you on the podcast.
I know. Remember when you say that?
But yeah, I like these ideas because it's to me it's like a history book.
Yeah.
It is.
Write it down so then we can use it later. Because like when during Ku's funeral, bring back all these pictures and videos. I'm just like, what? Who was the cameraman or stuff? Like how do you guys have so much fun? And then myself, I was so focused on my career that I didn't get to make time like that. And then the only time I got to do it was with like Peter's kids. And then but then we're just doing little kid stuff, not even like adult stuff, that more mature things.
Yeah.
Like open up business or something, bringing ideas, entrepreneurship. But now it's just like we missed the opportunity, so now we gotta like not make the same mistake.
Yep.
Yeah, it's key right there. Is not making the same mistake.
Yep. It's
But
like,
going forward, it's like I think we definitely gotta emphasize that up to our younger kids too.
Yeah.
Give them a little time, not like, well, I'm off work, I'm frustrated, I'm not gonna teach you nothing.
yeah.
But just taking time, being patient, showing them things that how what we expected when we were younger. Having guidance, this and that, and something that we have to correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like what we're doing now, we just record everything. Especially you, Jerry. You've been here for what, a week, almost 2 weeks,
Yeah.
and you just record anything, and that's like I said, that's gold.
Yeah.
Those are that's memories you have, and something that you can always look back to it now.
It's like you get, like, for YouTube or TikTok or any of those, it's like they're saving all of these memories for free, you know? So take advantage of it.
That's what that's like my whole idea, because like for a long time I always thought like pictures and videos are stupid because you're the person who's doing it is not doing anything, so they're just almost like they don't even get to enjoy the moment.
Yeah.
So I was like, if I was the one taking picture, I want to be the one like in the pictures, But then it's like it doesn't work like that. You got to be the one photographing as you go,
Yeah.
And then that's how you bring back memories to where, oh yeah, I remember I was the one taking pictures when you guys are doing those things,
Yeah.
And then like we could just watch old videos too, and then boom, it would just bring flashbacks. Like, yeah, I remember it.
Yep.
Like vividly, just because of those images and the scene, the actual video footage, or
Yep.
the voice, our conversation. You can hear our like personality in our voices, And then back then I wasn't like that. I was just like, if you're not a smart person, then like why does it matter, Or
Yeah.
not that it doesn't matter, but like if you don't have good memories, then why make it a memory? So like I only remember good stuff. So all the bad stuff, it just kind of like in and out.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like some of the bad stuff was like worth remembering too, because you learn stuff from it.
Yeah.
And then you learn just these little things that add up. But then when you actually get to record it, then it's like you got physical evidence, and you can even put like descriptions in there so you remember like it was this day, I came in town or something, just to keep you like remember the actual dates.
Yep.
I feel like it's so powerful. We can show our kids like when they get older, be like, hey, you guys want to see something funny? Remember, you guys are little babies and cute. Now you guys are all ugly and
I know, right?
got pimples.
I know.
Darren's going through that right now.
Yep. What about you, Ali? Do you have anything to say? You haven't really said anything much. No.
Yeah, see, Angela was in the age of Derek, Jesse, and then like
Tommy?
I think was Tommy like Vince, a little older than Vince.
Tommy's like a year or two younger than me, and then like a year or two older than Vince.
Yeah, because I think that's what shaped us too. When we basically lived with, they were part of our group. Tommy, Susan, Amanda, and them. I don't know if it was good or bad, but obviously bad now, just because I don't think their mindset's as clear as ours. I know. But it's like just like that, it's like, I thought we were so close back then, but look at now, they're not our families. That's the reason why.
Yep.
I mean, like they're like
Outsiders.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like as much as we saw them as family, they were just outsiders.
Yeah.
Because like, like for you and I, like even though we had that distance or even though we have like that sibling rivalry, let's just say.
Yeah.
Like years have passed, but guess what? We're
laughing about it.
Yeah,
or, you know.
Yeah.
we are still the same thing. You were still the same way. Whereas for like with them, like it's not the same anymore. And
Yeah.
and
They
it's-
might even hold grudges, you know, like, oh yeah, I remember that one time where, you know, Susan remembered me beating her up, punch her in the face. Susan.
But like they may still hold grudges or anything like that. But to me, it's just kind of like, I saw them like as family. So to me, it was still it's still sad that we weren't as close anymore. But like what you're saying, it's like, I guess it's not the same because we're not family. So even if I feel this way about them or whatever, like they may not.
Yeah.
And that's why we're not close anymore, you know? But as for siblings, us, like what you said, you've been away for so long, but guess what? We're still the same way as it was before, you know?
Yeah, and just still connect. You know, even though your life's been updated, your actual personality is still kind of the same. You know, like maybe you didn't make good choices back then, but now you make good choices now.
Yep.
You know, but then your actual personality is still the same. Like I said, when I see your kids and stuff, they remind me of when you guys were kids. That's what I remember when I was still in Fresno. You know.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I like it. It's like. That's why I come here. I'm just like, shit, I'd rather play with the kids than the adults because you guys are all serious.
You know, all we do is just talk.
And then the kids, you know, they're all like, they start like saying weird things or not weird things, but funny things.
Yeah.
And just like, they don't care. They just do whatever. They cry and stuff, complain. But then that's what I remember. It
Yeah.
brings me back memories. And the adults now, it's like, you're too mature. So
Yeah. I know. It's the kids, they love you guys so much, you know, like I'm glad that you guys have a relationship with them and you know, I know that like now that you guys are here, you guys can be like the uncles that Darren needed, you know?
yeah.
And especially when for reals, I was trying to keep him away from Hmong people.
I know. It's hard. It's hard for me. Back then, I was trying to stay away from Hmong people, but eventually I was just like, you know, this is my kind. I have to give in.
Yeah.
Like, for real. When I went to Central Side, where I heard in Barstow, all my friends were usually just like Mexican.
Yep, different
black,
race, yep.
I had like maybe like a couple Hmong friends in middle school, but then they were just like the quiet, smart ones. And then
Yeah.
finally I got into the wrong crowd where started doing stupid shit. Only the Hmong crowd. And then I went to Sanger, same shit, you know. I try to stay away from the Hmong people, and then when I did find a crowd, I looked for a better crowd at least.
Yeah.
But you know, they're still like the same too, where make bad decisions. It's just a little better, you know.
Yeah.
A little better.
I know, like with Darren, I say it, but you know, like I was always like, you know, doing out with the Hmong people. Like, no, he loves volleyball. I was like, what the hell, Darren? We don't like volleyball.
You're banned from playing volleyball.
Yeah, I know. I was like, don't play that. That's a fake sport.
So like, if he plays like, just watching his videos. I mean, if he wants to learn, we can teach him. We can.
Yeah.
Do it.
We can teach them
Do it.
properly to be competitive because I don't think you should be taught by a girl if you're a guy because guys and girls play differently.
You have limits.
Techniques are different too.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
like my wife, she's really good, but when it comes to like guys, then it's like she's limited too.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, she's still good to like play against them, but not like at that level yet. And then if he wants to, you know, if he's got the heart, you know, we can make him an all-star because we have that knowledge. We
Yeah.
have the techniques. We just not as athletic anymore.
I know.
You know?
I think he would love that because he like likes to like try to play volleyball. He'll ask Bob to go out there, and he'll ask me sometimes. I'm like, I don't play volleyball. Don't ask me because I'll hit the ball and it'll go somewhere else, and volleyball's just not for me.
Yeah. Like if my knee wasn't hurting, I would just take him out and we'd just go to the park and like challenge fools. But then, you know, just because I'm old and my knee was hurting, I had an excuse.
Yeah.
So, and I didn't bring my shoes.
Yeah.
I know, like when Darren's at an age where he's like he doesn't really care much about things and he just wants to hang out with his friends. But like after Koo's funeral, and then you know how we were all at Thainsa's house and they were playing volleyball. Darren had so much fun because they were playing volleyball. Everybody was playing volleyball. So and that was his thing. So he had so much fun. And I was like, I've never seen him have so much fun, you know, because he's at an age where he's like he thinks he's too cool for family.
Yeah.
So.
Oh yeah,
and-
too cool for family. That's basically what it was.
Yep.
Yeah. But
We've been there.
and then, but now it's like I was telling, I was like, dude, your uncles and them they play volleyball. Like you can, you know, that's where you guys have some common interests. Cause I don't have that with them, so I think that it would be good.
Yeah, we play a higher competition level than he does too.
Yeah.
For his club.
Yeah,
It's
his
like-
club kind of it's not that good. It's kind of sad. Like what you're saying, you're paying money just for that. I was like, I know it, but you know, like right now, Darren's at a place where he wants to grow.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, okay, just let him do whatever he needs to because I want him to do something he really enjoys.
Yeah, but if he likes it, you know, what's he, a sophomore now or junior?
Sophomore.
So he's still got 2 more years.
2 more years.
So we could train him. He's still like early stages to where he still like listens a little bit,
Yeah.
especially if we show him that what we're capable of.
Yeah.
Because I don't think he's seen us play yet.
I think he saw you guys play a little bit when you guys were at Thainsa's house.
That's just for fun though.
Yeah. Yeah. And then I was telling him, I was like, you guys are into that stuff. And then, you know, I think, yeah, it would be nice for you guys to be able to do that. So that's why, Jerry, you need to hurry up and move to California.
Yep, I already changed my license. I was at DMV yesterday.
Yeah. Like, sorry, Ong.
No, but I really want to try to make my way over here. I just have to take care of stuff at home because I know there's no life for me there, and then the people there, it's not good for me.
Yeah.
So, not that they're not good for me. It's just that's not the path I want to go. So, like, you know, eventually I do want to get here, and I do want to like help Darren because, you know, I remember when I was at his stage where I had no one to play with because I really wanted to play, but only a certain amount of people want to play, so it wasn't
Yeah.
like you
Fun,
don't get to
yeah.
practice all the time.
Yeah.
You know? And then so if he has that drive to do it, you know, I want to be the one to take him to
Yeah.
get that
To
practice.
get there. Yeah.
And it like I can show him how to get better too, because you know the club you're still playing with like people around your age, so there are like a lot of people that's not good unless
Yeah.
you get like fucking Mikado people that pro level, you know.
Yeah.
But I could take him to play that competition level already, so he can learn faster.
Yeah. I know. Yeah. Hopefully you guys can, and that would be awesome.
And get with Peter too. Peter's a little more athletic, so I mean he can teach Darren better.
Yeah.
And then me and Peter, we got different techniques, but you know, you put 2 and 2 together, you just use whatever works best for
Yep.
you.
Yep.
Like I try to teach Kaylee, but she's still at that ignorant stage where she doesn't listen. It's just facts.
It's just facts. Can't ignore the facts.
I know she's starting to. She was just telling me she's starting to like volleyball too. I was like, what the hell, man? I'm trying to keep you guys away from volleyball, and you guys like volleyball. Damn
I think
it!
she just likes volleyball because she likes the boys that play volleyball. Just
Yeah.
like how she likes soccer because she likes the boys that play soccer.
But if they were to play with like competition level, then those volleyball players are a different mindset too. You know, they're like they want to strive to be better, so they will work out to get better. You know, and then that's what Darren needs because he's probably not working out and stuff. is
No.
he? Yeah. So if he starts focusing on that, he can be a monster.
Yeah.
Cause like he's already skinny. You know,
Yeah.
if he could just stay skinny, it's good. He's already like kind of tall, and then
Yeah.
he's still growing too.
Yeah. And the good thing about, see, this is the thing about Darren. This is what I failed to do so too when I was younger. Because I would say like we're naturally good at sports. We didn't think we had to practice. And that's where we were wrong. You
But
know?
that's where I come in because I had to work hard to practice.
Yeah.
To get to your level of just athleticism. You know?
Yeah.
So I had to learn techniques to surpass you, not
Yeah.
surpass you, but get
Yeah.
to your level.
Pretty much. Like, you guys were surpassing me because I keep thinking I don't need to practice. And then now I'm like, I'm only still here because my ego's so damn high.
Yeah.
And then where you guys already surpassed me and I'm still like, I don't need to practice.
Yeah. And I want to be the one to teach them because, you
Yeah.
know, I went through that hardship to practice all the time, start working out, just start building muscles so you can jump higher, hit harder, or just move faster.
Yep.
And then like from the videos, I don't think the coaches teaching that, or else they would be like very solid. You know, especially at a young age, they should be like pretty good at defense and just trying to focus on offense. And it's like, I don't know, the way I see it, it's just like maybe it's the people that's teaching them.
I think it's the thing too with he's kind of like, I feel like he's like, we're older, we don't know.
I know, I get it.
So he's like, I'd rather pick a brain from someone that's younger.
Yeah.
And it's like, dude, you don't know. Even though we don't look like we play, we played, or and that's
We
why I
may
told
look
him.
overweight, but we played.
Yeah, that's what I told him. I said, even though I didn't play for like actual club or I didn't play for school, I played for Asian club, and I was like, dude, I was their coach. I was, this and that. I know enough to teach you for you to be better than what you are.
Yeah.
Where you are now, to where that's why I told him. I was like, it's kind of disappointing of how much money you're paying, and this is how you're playing. Like, I bet you, when I was in high school, the girls that I played with, we would have beat you guys already. Like that's what I was telling him. Like, you have to do so much more. And I said, I get that you're trying to kind of like stay with like the Hmong people or the Asians, but if you really want to learn and you really want to go far with this, sometimes you're gonna have to dive into like maybe Mika people or things like that, because that's where they're really gonna teach you the techniques, not just here, hit a ball, spike it over like that. They're gonna really teach you 1-2 step hit, things like that.
Yeah, we already have the techniques. We're just not that athletic anymore.
Yeah.
And we got we're injury prone, so we're not gonna jump our hardest or play our hardest. We're just kind of like.
But we can tell you this, you step, and then you jump. You could do it. I'm gonna tell you what to do.
At this point, you jump your highest, but for me, I'm just gonna hop. Pretend I'm way up in the air.
I think so I think that's the thing with them. It's just the younger generation, to where it's like they see it, and obviously they don't see us playing it, so they're gonna have that mindset where like, you don't know what you're doing, or whatever.
Like me and Peter, I think I could still. I mean, we haven't played for a while too, but we know we still know how to play. So if we can just get them to come with us, go play like a friendly game at like local parks, where you already got people who's been playing for like 20 years. Like I don't know about you guys, but we used to go to this park called Romaine, and we go play against old people for like drinks and money. You just go out there, put some money on the side, and be like, I'm next. And then winner takes it, or losers got buy drinks. But it's like competitively, so you're just not just for fun. There's no just like, oh, here's a participation trophy. It's straight up like, fuck it, I'm gonna own these veterans, because these fools used to be badass back then. But if we beat them, then it's like we beat them. Then you could technically say that, but
like when you see the next time, remember that one time I beat you? But that's what I was telling him when he was trying to get into this. I said, I'm just trying to figure out how far you're trying to go with this. Like, are you trying to go pro? You're trying to play, in college too, and things like that. Like, what are you trying to do with this? So I know how to help you. And I said, because like I said, we might not play and stuff like that, but if you tell us what you want, then we can help find that for you. That's why I was telling him, like, I know that you joined this club, but I get that you want to stay loyal. But if you see another group that's like how they're playing and that's how you want to be, if you gotta go, you gotta go. Because you have to be in your best interest. Because that coach or that group, whatever, they're not gonna. It's not a group effort. It's a individual thing. At the end of the day, what are you trying to do with this? You don't all move up together.
Yeah, and back when I was this age too, I didn't have that option to play in club. So the only time we got to play was if my friends wanted to play.
Yeah.
If they don't want to play, then shit. Sometimes I just go out there by myself. Just that's the only way I can practice. That's why back at the house over there on Tower, I set up my own volleyball court and stuff in the backyard. Just to keep practicing. And then I think that's part of how I fucked up my ankles and stuff. That's just how That's when I first got gout. And I have the ankle monitor
bushes,
too.
trees everywhere too. Yep.
But yeah, I was so dedicated to play. But
Wait! Don't pretend like you didn't hear. You didn't say ankle monitor. Why do you have that again?
I used to make bad decisions when I was younger, and I used to tell people to not tell on me, and then that's when they tell on me.
See, if you told them not to tell on you, then they wouldn't have told on you.
No, if I told them to tell on me, then they'll be doing the opposite.
Yep.
You're like, oh no, I probably don't want to do that. He's probably trying to trick me. But yeah, so during that time, you know, I was playing real hard, but you know, I had that drive where, you know, like I said, I freaking made my own volleyball court in the backyard, you know, just like fucking stolen everyone's goal. Make my own poles. It was like set up professionally, so you know we can go anywhere. If I had a car or a truck, I could have like just take it to anywhere and play anywhere. But then, because you know we didn't have money back then too, we didn't have a ride, so it was hard for me to even get to play. Like Peter, he got lucky because he got a car from dad and stuff, so he got to go out with his friends, go play wherever. Where I was still like, no, I can only play where as far as my bike can go, you know, and I still have to
Or always
ride
have
it
to like
back.
catch
You still
a
gotta
ride
ride it
or
back, yep.
something.
Yeah.
I think that's why I always tell, you know, the kids like Darren and Kaylee, I'm like, dude, you guys are in the best position because we're older now. We lived it, we know it. So now that if you want to pursue something, dude, we'll put effort into it if you are willing to put the effort, you know.
Yeah.
That's why I keep telling them like Kaylee when she keeps saying she want to do K-pop and she wants to do dance and this and that, and I'm like, okay, then if you really want to do it, then you gotta do you know, dance classes, this and that. But if you don't even want to do that, then I'm not taking you serious.
Yeah.
And you can't get mad at me that I'm not taking it serious, you know.
Go ahead.
Yeah, so that was a good discussion. Family, memories, definitely. This would be forever. So, yeah, you guys got anything else to say before we wrap it up?
No, that's it. I mean, there's always next time, and then stories never stop. So
Never
just
stops.
Keep flowing.
Keeps
Yep.
flowing. But
And I
all right,
love
guys,
every bit of it. Yep.
we're gonna call it. Thanks for joining us today with the podcast. Hopefully, you guys enjoy it. We'll see you guys another time on another podcast. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Bye.